What's up, my fellow gamers? How's it going? Today I want to talk about World of Warcraft and my experience in it. So I started playing World of Warcraft for the first time maybe 2 months ago because a friend of mine really wanted to get me into the game. So he encouraged me to play a little bit, and I did. And this was BFA. And for World of Warcraft newbies like myself, it stands for Battle for Azeroth. It's the newest update. So he decided to get me on a human warrior, fury human warrior, or something like that. Again, I'm a noob, so all the terms I'm about to say are totally newbie to me. You guys who play World of Warcraft know exactly what I'm talking about. So otherwise, when I first started, I was playing a wrong character in his opinion. I was playing like a priest and going down his route. He decided to delete my character and restart, but it wasn't that much. It was only like an hour gameplay I played. Kill some orcs, kill some people in like a flaming village, and um, it wasn't that much. So I started over, did the whole mission. Since I was playing like a human priest, it was the same as a human. It was in the same world and everything. So we went in this huge area and did this huge quest, and I started on my journey. And it wasn't that bad. It was just yeah, it seemed like a very various missions, and it was in some sort of forest area when you start off. I think you know where that is, and then um, you just start the venture. I went over to Stormwind, I think it's called, and ventured a little through there. That was a huge city, kind of like the central hub, I believe. But then, yeah, I started gaining levels. I think I was around like 12 or 15 around that time, and then went a little south, I believe. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I went south, I think, in this huge dark forest area. I forgot what it was called, but it was really depressing to do missions there. It was so dark, it was just not good at all. Then I moved a little bit more south and went into this kind of jungle Mesopotamian area. It felt like where the Incas lived in the jungle back in the day. So it had various monsters like reptile, like they had raptors, crocodiles. Um, yeah, they had various things. Oh, sorry. Before the dark forest, I went to like kind of like a huge plains area. Yeah, that was all right. It was open. It was kind of hard. There was one mission that was super hard for me. Oh my gosh, um, where you had to like take over a scarecrow or something like that and do this giant machine. It took me forever to figure out what else was to do. But once I realized, the thing is, there was like, since you're playing on ladders in the community, oh my gosh, you have like 7 to 8 people waiting for one thing to spawn, one thing. And so I had to wait like 20 minutes trying to figure out like what I was trying to do, and then trying to take this over and then complete the mission. So I think that was one of the most frustrating moments, is that you only have one thing for like 8 people, and it was frustrating. But I finally got out of that area, went to the Black Forest, and went to the Mesopotamian area, and then I went a little bit more south and found Booty Bay. And around this time, once I got to like around the Black Forest, by the way, I was around like level 20, I think 15 or 20, enough to get a mount. And I got the horse, and I was like, oh my gosh, yes, I can finally move so fast, and it was amazing. And it was. It was probably my favorite moment of World of Warcraft, where I can actually move instead of slowly walk, where I'm going through slow sand or quicksand, and it wasn't a fun experience at all. So I got to there, but yeah, so basically, if you follow me, I went through a big forest, explored that big city, Stormwind, I believe, and then went to um, the plains area. Then I went to the dark forest. Then I went to the Mesopotamian area. Now I'm got into Booty Bay, which is further south of the Mesopotamian area. And yeah, I explored more of that. I really like that city. That city's beautiful. And then I did some missions from there, very simple. And then this is around like level 30ish. And then I played one day for about 6 to 8 hours, and I gained about 8 levels that day. I went from like level 32 to 41, and I did some missions up north, like way north in the map. I don't know exactly where. It was at this giant castle, and I had to kill work on some trainees, stuff like that. So overall, that was kind of like my journey where I went through. Now my experience through it. Now let me tell you my opinions on it. It's very interesting. Sorry, that was my headset. Um, yeah, it was interesting. I'm gonna like I played Star Wars: The Old Republic before this, so I had some idea of kind of how an MMORPG works, and I treated this game a lot like it. And I would say like it was pretty good. The only thing I didn't like is in Star Wars: The Old Republic, if you wanted to heal at any time, you had a meditate button. And some of you may know what that is, but meditate is where you can literally sit down, restfully calm down, and over time you'll start to heal. World of Warcraft does not have that. You have to have like eat or just wait, to be honest. And it was kind of frustrating because I was low on health and I had to kill another enemy right in front of me, and I couldn't do anything. It was like I barely had any food, and that. So you kind of know what I'm understanding here. It's like it was just kind of hard, and some of the abilities, yeah, I had fun with, but the thing is, they just felt repetitive a bunch of the time, and that's kind of like this game's in general. I know that how that is. You do a fetch quest, you could bring something back, or kill something for them, and turn in the mission and keep on going. It's just I didn't really like that style, and I really tried to give World of Warcraft a chance. So I stopped at level 41. As far as I know, I have like 4 days left in my subscription, and I'm not renewing it. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Otherwise, yeah, it was fun playing with others. It was weird seeing other people kill the same stuff as me, but also it's very competitive because you have to find the same and kill a certain amount of enemies. But the thing is, everyone's hunting down those enemies at the same time. So they might get a kill, but you just missed it, and you are one step slower to your objective. So I don't know. It felt like a game I wasn't really into, not my style. I love the game. It was an amazing game. World of Warcraft and Blizzard did a nice job creating over the years. It was a funny experience. I was at Booty Bay, and there was a mission that told me to go on the other side of the map for some reason to meet someone or do something. And I explored a little bit of that area, but that was the Horde territory, and I didn't realize I was Alliance, so I went over there. And I went to a base, and next thing I know, I get one-shotted for no reason. And I was like, what? I thought I was stronger than these guys, but realized that they are the other side of that. They're the Horde, so they're going to kill me no matter what. They hate my guts, and we hate them. So I decided to get out of Dodge and go back to Booty Bay. I'm like, yeah, I'm done here. Like, I explored like maybe 1/20th of the map over there, so I didn't really feel like doing anything over there. Otherwise, yeah, I had some fun. I think I did a couple dungeons. Yeah, there's a lot to the game. It's something special. Now, people say there was classic. Classic WoW. That's very interesting. For me, it's just I'm not a huge fan. Again, I'm not a huge fan of World of Warcraft, therefore I wouldn't be a fan of Classic. I had a friend who played it back in 2008, 2009, maybe even before that, who loved the game. He was addicted to it, but the thing is, I didn't understand what the game was at the time, plus I didn't have the hardware to run it. But he loved it, and I was kind of confused, but I heard the game was a different time back then. It was simpler. It was also harder to find quests, and it was just a different game back then. So when they re-released it in the Classic, I didn't have any motivation of playing it at all. And it was a real mess on release day. Oh my gosh. People logged in, and they've been waiting for it, and it was like a 5 to 9 hour queue time. I think I met the most famous streamer of World of Warcraft, Asmongold, and he was playing for a little bit, and then I got to a part where I jumped in the stream when it crashed, and he was on for, I think that was like a 5 hour queue time, like a 335-minute queue time. So he was struggling a little bit, so I was kind of laughing. But yeah, it was popular, but it's not my type of game. It's just, I gave it a really good try, and it was fun. But the thing is, it's fun to play with friends, and I needed friends to play with and do the same missions as me. And it's really hard to find that in gaming, you know. It's like, yeah. Otherwise, yeah, I got the level 41. I know that's kind of low considering the highest is level 120. I don't know. Maybe I'll give it a try in the future. But yeah, it was. I don't know. It was just a good game for me. For others, yeah, for huge World of Warcraft fans, it would be like, "You kidding me? This was the greatest game ever." I'm like, in essence, was for you. It was awesome. For me, other games are amazing. I agree that Overwatch and other games like that for me are amazing for me. It's my style, and for others, World of Warcraft is their style. It's just a different game for them. Um, and they love that style. Just for me, it's more complicated that way. You have to know exactly what to do, when to attack, what to do. You have to have the patience for it. And I would say, like, my friend who streams the game said World of Warcraft makes you a better gamer. And I agree with that. The thing is, I don't have the patience nor the money to keep playing it. It's $15 a month for every month for a year. Add that over time, yeah, it's kind of expensive, and I don't have the money for that, and I don't want to be paying upwards of $200 for a game that I can continue at another time. You know what I'm saying? And I can focus on other stuff. But yeah, that's kind of my World of Warcraft experience. It was a good one. I had a good amount of fun. It's complicated, and you need friends to play with, and you need to have a whole community to support you. And I just didn't have that. Going solo into this game, not really fun. And I did that with Star Wars: The Republic. Went solo, and it was so much a better game in my opinion. There was so much to do. I guess that Star Wars is more of a something I can relate to because I've seen it on video. I've seen all these characters, and I can relate to them. I can't really do that with Warcraft. I can't do that with I don't know. I've seen like places and stuff I can't really connect to, you know. And plus, I would have for the stuff I would connect to. It's way later down the line. I'm only level 41. I would have to get to level 90 or 100 to get to the places I would love. Especially, there was a huge lava area with ash and everything like that. I flew over it once. I would love to explore there too. It was amazing. The thing is, I have no idea where it is on the map, and I would have to explore over there and just time, you know? So that's kind of like my experience. Like, I'm kind of done with World of Warcraft. It's over. It was good for me, though. I liked it. So that's kind of like my rant and my experience through it. Not really much to say. I didn't really have that much of experience through it. It was just fetch quest missions. It's like, go here, kill that, come back. I guess I was rushing, not reading anything, but still, that's the way I play video games. I want to, like, once I get a mission and accept it, I just want to kill it and end it and get the experience. So that's kind of like my mission, my experience towards it. So hopefully others can disagree, agree, I don't care. It's just my rant, my opinions, want to get it out there. So I'll see you guys later. Peace.